guys, it's Sam from Nonfiction Horror, and today's video is going to be a review on the movie 47 Meters Down. So I just saw this movie about a week ago with my mom and my brother, and I should let you know that sharks are my kryptonite. I am more afraid of sharks than I am of demons and ghosts and aliens and all that kind of supernatural stuff. Sharks are what keeps me up at night. In fact, that's what I have nightmares about, are sharks, not anything else. So me and my mom are both deathly afraid of great white sharks specifically, so we love to go see shark movies, and so 47 Meters Down was no exception. We were gonna go see it at the IMAX theater, which I'm so glad we didn't, because I don't know if we could have been able to handle it. But all in all, I'm gonna give this movie 3 out of 5. I liked the movie. I love Mandy Moore. It was random to see her in these kind of movies though, because she's very much like the wholesome good girl next door. I just didn't really see her being in kind of like a suspenseful action film. But nonetheless, it was pretty good, but that's kind of why it's staying in the 3 out of 5. The acting was really cheesy. It felt like a straight to DVD kind of movie, and I think it kind of was released not in theaters, but then kind of Mandy Moore got big again from her show, and so they re-released it. But pretty much it's about two sisters who are vacationing in Mexico just to kind of get away and have one last little get together. There's always one sister who's adventurous and the one sister who's kind of more reserved. So the adventurous sister asks if she wants to go deep sea cage diving. So of course Mandy Moore's character is kind of reserved and hesitant, and she really doesn't want to, which I don't blame her. That's not something you just spring on somebody like, hey, you want to go cage diving with sharks? You know, that's something you want to like kind of plan mentally. But anyways, so she kind of gives in because she's going through this breakup and she wants to kind of post her pictures online that she's doing this deep sea cage diving, so her ex-boyfriend thinks she's like a badass, which whatever. But anyways, so she's like, fine, I need to get out of my comfort zone, I'll do this. So long story short, if you haven't seen the trailer, obviously their cage breaks and then they fall to like near the bottom of the ocean or something like that, 47 meters down. So it was obviously unrealistic. But what made it more unrealistic though, I don't know if it was like that they had to have these, the tanks on, like their gas masks on the whole time to supply them oxygen. Like I get that, but for some reason like the boat that they came out on, the people who brought them, they were like with a group of boys. They brought them out there and then they had to obviously go back to go get help, but suddenly they were able to like just drop their gas mask at the exact location, and it just came down to them from, you know, from the water, and they were able to just put it on. I don't know, there was just like a lot of flaws and kind of like a lot of loopholes in this film that kind of didn't make it realistic, which usually I'm pretty forgiving in films. Like I'm not the one who's like trying to find flaws in a film. It just was all so convenient, and for me that's one of the reasons I wasn't a big fan of this movie. For example, one of my favorite shark films that have come out recently was The Shallows. I thought The Shallows was honestly pretty realistic to how I think we would all react in that sense, like if you're just stranded alone, and how you would survive. This was about two sisters, so they kind of had each other to talk to and to work things out together, which was nice, but at the same time, I don't know, it was just lacking just a little tiny bit. But nonetheless, I'm glad I saw it. There were a few little jump scares. There were some kind of interesting scenes, or like I should say angles, how they filmed the sharks. That was kind of different, and that kind of freaked me out. Sometimes they would have, most of the time you see the sharks just jumping out at you, but sometimes they would have it where like the shark was going like right by you, so that kind of freaked me out. There were definitely a few like jumps for me and some squeals, and I kind of had to look away. So all in all, it was a good film. There was one scene specifically that kind of still stays in my mind, and I will be totally honest with you, this is like a TMI thing. Pretty much only my immediate family and boyfriends know this about me, but whatever, it's not that embarrassing to tell. But I am 27 years old and I still freak out that there are sharks in the shower. So I always have to keep my shower curtain about 3/4 open, or sometimes I'll have to ask my significant other to like sit on the toilet while I shower if I just saw a shark movie. Or if I see a shark, I'll have a hard time showering later on that day because I'll think about it. But that's been like constant since I was really young. That's another story for another day. Just sharks since I was about like 6 have terrified me. So when I'm in the shower, there's one scene that I keep thinking about, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit, but then I'm just like, just hurry up, just wash your hair, rinse it out, and get out. And that's another reason I cannot shower with any cold water, because usually you're supposed to like rinse with cool water, rinse the conditioner out. I cannot have cold water in my shower because then I really do feel like I'm in the ocean. I don't know. That's just a little random fun fact about me. So like I said, sharks are a big deal. They do freak me out. Pools freak me out. The ocean freaks me out. So these movies are actually like exponentially scarier to me. So all in all, I would say go see it, maybe rent it on Redbox. I would say it's good to see in theaters because you do have the big screen, but in terms of quality, it is very much a Redbox kind of movie. I would say though, The Shallows, if you haven't seen it, go watch The Shallows and then maybe watch 47 Meters Down and you can compare. But I definitely think if I had to pick one, The Shallows wins as best shark movie I've seen this year, I think came out this year, did it not? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this horror movie review. Are there any good shark movies out there that you think I should watch besides like Sharknado, besides Jaws? I have seen Deep Blue Sea. That movie does freak me out. Anything with sharks kind of like coming out like in Breach, that's what I've narrowed it down to. That's what really freaks me out, is the sharks, like when they're about to come out of the water and you can see their teeth and like their the black eyes. That's what freaks me out honestly the most, is just knowing that they're there. Or like when you ever see those pictures on Facebook where it's like a girl in her bikini in the water or something and then there's like a shark underneath the water. Yeah, that freaks me out. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys want more horror related videos, just go ahead and check through my other videos. I do have some reviews that I have made recently. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.